Well, hello, everybody. It's good to be back. I'm sorry about last night. We did talk on Wednesday as the show was wrapping about how I had plans on Thursday night and they might drag on a little late. And they definitely did. I came back, it was 1:30, and y'all had been chatting like for a couple hours. But it was fun. It was nice catching up with my friend, etc. So yeah, it's good to see y'all. Let me go through the comments here real quick. Always censored. Better have my afternoon coffee now. Howdy, always censored. Good to see you, man. Zach Rutt. Hola, amigo. Waiting for some more cookies. Greetings and salutations, one man show. There's a cookie for you. I'm fucking up my chair already. I didn't even realize it. I noticed some damage here because of the way I sit. My ankle like presses in on this section here. I need to take better care of it. The chair is not that old. I should get like a seat covering. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll get a seat covering. Anyway, how's everyone doing tonight? I hope you had a good Thursday. I didn't get to find out how your Thursday was either. Shit. Pardon me. So, is my connection okay, by the way? Because I've been experiencing some lag issues all night. Even after I turned all my shit off, it was still kind of laggy. Very strange. Is that epic? You're supposed to be off, motherfucker. All right, there we go. Hopefully that helps. I still got the little signal right here. I still see you. Anyway, Manta Ray of Hope. A happy end of the month to you all. Hells yeah, happy end of April. We're coming up on May, the best month of the year because my birthday is in it. Hey, Arlene. Bienvenidos al show, señorita. Yeah, glitched. Alrighty. I hear you. A couple of screen freezes still at 720 though. All right. Cool. Yeah. It's really annoying, man. But let me open up. I actually pulled up stuff I wanted to talk about beforehand. Like I'm supposed to. But I don't have the what's it called? I don't have my Instagrams up yet, so let me pull that up. Do. And now I'm fuzzy. Good morning, Stieg. Good to see you, man. Yeah, it's really annoying. I wonder what the hell is causing. Let me see if there's anything running in the background I am unawares of. Let me see. I'm going to close this. Access is denied. Fuck off. Let me see what else I find in here. I can close you. You ain't doing shit. Close that. See if I can clear this up a little bit. Yeah, you should be on. Oh. What is all this? What the hell? Okay. Jesus. Okay, I don't know what happens if I shut these down. It also is very low, but still. OBS seems to be fine. You're chill, right, OBS? You're not going to piss me off? All right. Huh. Okay. Oh, I'm going to get rid of that too. That will slow me down. I don't need you either, motherfucker. All right. Get rid of that bitch. Okay. Should be good. All right. Okay, I still see the little fucker right here, the little signal. I hope it clears up. Let me know how it looks, y'all. Tomorrow, it's tomorrow here in Oz. Saturday. It's still Friday here. It's not Saturday for another 50 minutes, approximately. Res is shifting in a good direction, I hope. Super VGA. Super VGA. What's VGA? Vagina? You're missing some letters there. I thought that was YouTube fuzzier. Hey, Angelus Draven. Good to see you, man. Did the dinosaur talk attract you? Tiny image anyway. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That works. That's worse. It's good. I'm fine by that. It's too bad I don't have any dinosaur clips. I'm sure there's some good ones out there. But tonight we're talking about dinosaurs. I don't have a guest for tonight because I planned the week very poorly. But I do have everything else ready to go. I'm gonna see what the hell this is before I start. Oh, I forgot about that. All right, that should be good. I still have the little signal thing. Connection's unstable. What the fuck? Why though? But why? All right, doesn't matter. Did y'all know that dinosaurs are still alive? I didn't know until recently because of all the research I've been doing. I ended up stumbling upon that. Oh, 256 color mode VGA. Gotcha. Live stream has been fuzzy and squirrely all day. Maybe YouTube missed a dose. Oh, I see. Well, that's kind of a bitch. Well, so who here watches Cristina Gomez here on YouTube? Because that's where I think I got started on the whole dinosaur thing. But I feel like my internet's kind of slow for some reason. It's a little laggy. It might not just be YouTube. I think I've definitely got something to do with it. Anyway, so I'm going to share some cute stuff first. Boop, like this. What? Oh. Dog and a dolphin making friends. When he comes up, the dog gives him a little kiss. Live streams. VGA is 640 by 480. This looks low res. Well, the little thing disappeared for me, so hopefully it's better. They're called birds, Kai. No. I mean actual fucking dinosaurs. Actual dinosaurs, not birds. Actual dinosaurs.
He'll bite you.
Who what? Who what? Why would... Oh, Cristina Gomez. I watched Cristina. I think I've seen you on there, Arlene. You and Rabbit Slug? Kronos, I think I've seen. Yeah, she is super cute. Oh my god. She's super cute and she's into like the paranormal and cryptids and aliens and all this shit. And, woo, that's a woman right there. Too bad she's a little young. Since she's in college, I'm assuming she's under 25, which is my cutoff point. Well, 24 is my cutoff point right now, but as of Sunday, 25 is my cutoff point. You look sharper now. Thank you. You're working out. She's a smart cookie. Damn right she is. She's every bit as smart as she is cute, and she's great at like structuring her stream and keeping it like on track and going. It's fantastic. Dolphin wants to grape the dog. He did it on purpose. He did it on porpoise. He did it on purpose. There we go. Feathered dinosaurs, feathered serpent. Wow, I never thought about before. No, like straight up pterodactyls and underwater dinosaurs. Put her in the link. Well, I actually... So from watching Cristina Gomez, I found... what's it called? The Cryptid Huntress. I will have to add her to the link, actually, come to think of it. But I will add her to the link or in the description. Actually, I'll do that right now. Fuck it, why not? Let me see. Let me see. So let's start with this. Give me a second. The Cryptid Huntress. Okay. And then I'm going to link directly the video I'm going to reference in case anybody wants to check that out later. What the fuck? Why are you being a cunt? Stop it. And then New Zealand video. All right. And then boom. Cool. I drop that there. There we go. All right. All good. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Going back to the video here. All right. Wunderbar. All right, cool. So everything's linked in the description now. I will link them, I think, in the chat as I'm going. Don't trust dolphins. What? Dolphins are awesome. Video improving. Good, good. Maybe a refresh. My little bullshit is gone now, so I got you got it, bro. Dolphins love to grape. How's it going, Papa Cotton? Good to see you, man. I really like her show because she displays her intelligence instead of playing the sexy card. Yeah. I think she's one of those girls that doesn't really think of herself as sexy. She probably, like, I'm sure she's confident, but, like, not at the level that we all see her, you know? And yeah, intelligence is very sexy. But, like, you look fine to me. Cool. I think you came in after the shittiness stopped. But yeah, she definitely is very focused. Like, she's about the topic. She's not about, like, her looks or trying to get people through being cute and all that stuff. So that's all very attractive in itself. But let me see if I have anything. That's that giant vagina. This is the puppies. Oops. Let me try that again.
Who has Down syndrome has wanted to be a cop since he was a kid.
You know why I pulled you over?
Because I was speeding?
No, because you're black.
Who has Down syndrome has
This is great too. Stealing a bike in Canada. Stole your bike. Stole your bike last night in the final chapter of an export fueled rampage. Smooth ride though. Great bike choice, fam. 10 out of 10. Would steal again. Being just Canadians, man. Let me see. This was pretty cool. Birds getting shit for their nests. This deer is just chilling, like, oh yeah, springtime's coming. Get all that shit out of there. Loving it. You're more likely to get raped by a dolphin when swimming with dolphins than getting bit by a shark when swimming with sharks. Fact. But your swimsuit ain't got no holes, right? You're like your bodysuit for when you're out there swimming. There ain't no holes there. They're gonna have to penetrate that thick ass rubber. Oh, but I guess you've got a built-in rubber. Oh, thanks for the link, Steeg. I'll have to check that out later. I forgot to look that up. So, Do y'all have any good plans for the weekend, or any plans at all? Any good plans? That's enough. Yeah, throw that out there. So, I love this. Vampires suck your blood for vitamin D because they can't go out in the sun themselves. You ever think about that? No, you only think about yourself. What's happening, Dr. DJ, Shadow Band JD, Attorney at Law, MD. He's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't matter. A dolphin will make a hole. How can they make a hole, though? How are they going to make a hole in a fucking wetsuit? Have you ever worn a wetsuit, Angelus? Those bitches are tough. Like, a shark biting you makes sense. A dolphin's dick? I don't know about that, man. Like, if you're out there just in your shorts like a dum-dum, then all right. Assault and rubbery. That's a good one. I'm offended as a vampire. Reworking part of the garden, then curling up on the couch with my fella. Ooh, nice. Reworking part of the garden. Don't be offended. It's just science. Yeah, right? It's just science, Angelus. Yo, y'all are going to like this one. This was funny. See you later. Love you. XXX. Love you too. Babe, it would mean a lot to me if you'd put some X's at the end of your replies. XXX. Okay, love you too. Donna, Jackie, Karen, and Becky. Fucking prick. This is just a beautiful painting. Look at this shit. That's gorgeous. They did a great job. Kudos to this fucking guy, Arthur. Well done, man. It's the lighting that really sells it. This shit is dope right here. Look at this. Blind motherfuckers skateboarding. What? Look at this bitch. Look at all these motherfuckers. Feeling around with their sticks. That's fucking impressive. All right, check this. Check out this ninja cat. Look at that. With the jump kick. That's fucking nuts, dude. He did a fucking spin in the air and jump kicked the dog. That's absurd. Anyway, I'm not going to linger on the Instagram too long because I want to talk about dinosaurs. This shit is nutty. You're too pure for this world sometimes, Kai. What did I do? There are no vampires in Africa anymore because of the 80s. Because in the 80s, someone blessed the rains down in Africa. Who blessed the rain? See, Kenobi, I have the high ground. That's what I need. That stick might help. I always fall off. Yeah, right? Like, what? I was thinking about that. Isn't that kind of cheating? You got the stick for balance. Like, oh, I'm tilting. Stick. Pull these down. There we go. Hail, Devil Flyer. Momentum. Good to see ya. Welcome back, buddy. Ninja cats. Right? That shit was wild. Toto blessed the rain in Africa, Kai. Who's Toto? Toto. Rock band. The rock band? They blessed the rain? Really? Bless the rains down in Africa is song lyrics. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought like a rock band went down there and like, bless the rain in this South Africa, man. All right, y'all. So I was talking about. Let me pull these over here. I was talking about Cristina Gomez. She had on her show this one girl who I thought was super sweet. Her name is fucking check this shit out. She's a Marvel superhero. Her name is Jessica Jones. No bullshit. Jessica Jones. And she is the Cryptid Huntress. See, there we are. Oh, she's at 700. Nice. Anyone else that wants to subscribe to her, she does like remote viewing stuff. She does interviews. She does like tarot card readings and stuff. But yeah, she's at 700 right now. The Cryptid Huntress. So she goes around, she travels around with a team. She travels around with a team looking for cryptids and looking for the paranormal, and they go out there with equipment, they make measurements. They one time they were out in like a field somewhere where there was a lot of weird activity, or they were out in the forest or something, and out in the field in like an open area there was like on one of their, what is a fleur? She calls it a fleur. What is that though? Fleur. Is it a brand? Forward-looking infrared. Oh, okay. So it was a forward. So it is an infrared, essentially an infrared camera. So she had a forward-looking infrared, and they a couple of their team. What is a cryptid? Not real creatures like Sasquatch, Fae, ghosts, leprechauns, etc. Anything that's supposedly not real, that's make believe or whatever. And oh hey, what's up, Eldritch Lord Haster? Good to see you. Kai is a cultural barbarian. Everyone knows that as well. True. Y'all should know that already. Jones, what a rare surname. I think you need to lay off the weed if that went over your head. Which part? Badass cat. I can ski but not snowboard. Those sticks are handy for us balance impaired. Can ski but not snowboard. Well, I don't know the lyrics of that song, man. So Toto is Dorothy's cat, Dorothy's dog. Everyone knows that. Oh. What about Toto? Toto Bless the Rain in Africa, Kai. Well, I looked it up and it was a band. And then those, I don't know, song lyrics, etc. Cat was badass. Hell yeah, it was. And Angelus, I've been on a tolerance break for a while now, so I haven't smoked. There's a great, aside from like on 420 I smoked, there's a great version of Africa by Toto by Pluff Nub. Okay. Africa by Toto. I'm not going to check it out right now, but thank you. I think okay, where are we? Guys never heard of the song Africa by Toto. No judgment here. Toto's song Africa is about an interracial relationship. Oh, really? Creepy Little Book has vid on cryptids. He does a lot of videos on cryptids. It's one of the things he talks about. Santa Claus / Easter Bunny. So vampires. Well, not Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, because those don't exist. Vampires also don't exist. Hail Zoltan! But anything that does exist, that there's like a lot of eyewitness accounts, but like it's ridiculed and not mainstream, so it's not, or it goes against the narrative. Like let's say the out of Africa evolutionary theory. There are opposing theories, but they're called racist when ironically the out of Africa theory is racist because it's essentially proposes that Africans are less evolved than everyone that left Africa. Cryptids are creatures whose existence has not been scientifically proven. That's a better way of saying it. Everyone's saying hi to Zoltan. Kai dropped a 5 out of 10, dropped to a 5 10 other person because he didn't know the Toto song. Well, let me see. I don't know a lot of song titles or lyrics or things like that. Let me see if I know this song. I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Oh, that song. That's an old song. I don't know. I never knew that song had a name or a band that made it. It's just a song I hear in movies all the fucking time. Dude, I've seen Ghosts lots of times. Yeah, see? Santa was real at one point. There was a person that Santa was based on. That's different than Santa being real at one point. Guy's not as old as some of us. Also that, but I'm not gonna know that fucking song. Isn't that their only hit? Is that their only song that's like that gets play? It's the whole I'm terrible with names thing. It's a great song. Yeah, it's nice, I guess. It's fine. It's chill. Yes, that song sprang from rock, fully formed. See? That's what I think about most music. It just came that way. So this is Jessica Jones. She's a sweetheart. And so she was talking about this one time that they went out, they were looking for stuff, and they had this infrared camera, and through the infrared camera, they could see like a cube in the middle of this field. And they're like, what the fuck is that? Like we don't see it with our eyes, but we see it with the camera. So two of the people on her team decided to go through. One was a former like Marine. And so they decided to walk into the cube. And when they walked in, it felt colder and they were in a different environment. And then they what's it called? They decided to go back. They're like, oh, hey, let's back it up. Because we got clearly teleported because they couldn't see them anymore. Like they vanished. But they had gone through this cube. This is like invisible cube in the field. And they came back. And then just after that, like within a minute or so, the cube closed. And so possibly people that have disappeared without a trace accidentally walked through one of these teleportation cubes, didn't know what the fuck happened, and like got stuck on the other side. Who knows where they're at? Maybe they're on another planet. Maybe they're in another time, but they're fucking gone, man. Vanished. So because if it closed, if they had stayed over there and gone exploring a little bit, it would have closed behind them. So then they would have been stuck. But yeah. Pretty much their main song. That's what I thought. I ain't never heard of them. So that tells me they were a one-hit wonder. None of you are as cool as me. Hey, Milton, how you doing? Rosanna is another one. Who's Rosanna? Hale, let me see. Renfield syndrome is an obsession with drinking blood. So vampires exist in the specific scientific standpoint. That's different. That is an obsession or a ritual, the magic ritual thing. But as in the actual elements of what makes a vampire, no. Clinical vampirism. And by the way, I didn't know that. Yeah, that is new. Thanks for the info, Angelus. They stepped into a gelatinous cube and were eaten. No, they came back out. Teleportation cube, the Tesseract. Yeah, it was like a Tesseract, bro. They like walked through a Tesseract. So she tells a story on another stream here, or she was talking about with Cristina, I think. But I was watching. Cristina had her on her show, and so then I went and followed on her on socials and here on YouTube and stuff. And she's like a smaller channel, and so and she's also on the East Coast, and she's an early bird. So there's no way I can get her on this show as a guest, which I thought would be cool. But I found once I found out she's in Georgia, and she was awake at 6 a.m. I was like, oh my God, yeah, you're not gonna be on my show. But I told her I'd probably refer to her stuff and link up her channel, give her a shout out. That's what I'm doing, because tonight I want to talk about dinosaurs. Santa was based on St. Nicholas. My parents never did the Santa, Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy crap with us. Yeah, same here. My family, they raised us not to believe in magic, and so we never believed in any of that crap. But my dad did make sure to be like, hey, so when you go to school, don't tell the other kids Santa doesn't exist. I was like, what? Why? Just don't do it. He explained to me why. He gave me reasons because I didn't just do things because he told me not to. Sometimes, I mean, usually I would, but sometimes I'd ask questions. And if I'm asking questions, that means I don't understand why not. That means I don't see anything wrong with it. That means I'm going to do it anyway. So they would have to explain things if I started asking questions. Rosanna was Toto too? Yeah, that song, Rosanna. Oh, okay, that was a big song. I guess they were a two-hit wonder. Hold the Line, Toto. I don't know any of these songs. I'd have to hear them to go, oh, that song. We don't drink blood. We only do it for ritual. Yeah, right? Freaking Megan Fox. She was really hot until she said that. I was like, oh, I see. One of these Hollywood magic people. All right. I'm playing Elden Rings, and I'm trying to kill a weird guy of a walking stick, and it's really hard, almost as hard as killing the guy with the flowers. Are you trying to kill someone with a walking stick? Or, like, are you using a walking stick to kill a guy? Or are you killing a guy with a walking stick? I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. The actor who played Jessica Jones. Oh, the actress? What about her? That wasn't... Megan Fox didn't play Jessica Jones. Magic is real. Yep. I agree, but not the kind of magic that, like... Not an Easter bunny that shits chocolate eggs, you know? Let me see. I only believe in magic by qualified magicians. Said the guy, magic real and it's terrible. No, dark magic is shitty, but there's good magic out there. Mrs. Toefingers wasn't that hot. Mrs. Toefingers? Are you talking about Megan Fox? Mrs. Toefingers? What? She doesn't have stubby fingers. Are you trying to kill that blind skateboarder? Here's a link to clinical vampirism. Okay, thanks, Angelus. On your screen, it says Jessica Jones. Yeah, that's her name. That's her real name, Jessica Jones. No, I'm a smartass. No, my characters are rich data in a pair of underwear and a mace. It's like it took me 3 goes to kill the first boss character. I know it teleports you to beginning of the game. I just wanted him dead. Oh, what? Okay, well, I haven't played Elden Ring, so I was just asking to ask. But this, let me share this guy's. I'm gonna start with sharing this guy's story here. He's in the middle telling a story about pterodactyls, I think, if I remember right. Let's watch.
Setting up, I'm just behind him, and I hear this sound. It sounds like the call of like an angry or an ugly crow. That's the only thing I can equate it to. I mean, that's it. And I'm like, I've never heard that before. So I peeked I had already started up a little bit. I'm kind of was just into the tree line. And so I turned around, peeked my head out, and what I saw, I didn't realize would change my life, but it did in a way that I didn't expect.
Wow.
And
I don't remember him taking this long to get to the point, but let's give him another second here.
So let me set a little bit more of that scene for everyone. Because I think when people think of creeks, they think of because of this 15 feet like that because of the yearly flooding. Limestone. It's like 50 are these sheer cliffs into it a little bit. So you get down, there's like 15, 20 feet snakes through these cities, through these, right? Because things basically about around comes what I thought life is on this straightaway, right? I'm basically about halfway on this straightaway, right?
Okay, this seems like about the part here.
Around comes what I think is
Sorry about
the largest blue heron I'd ever seen in my life. Because the wingspan was clearly 8 to 10 feet.
Good morning, Tina. Welcome to our show. Is that Tom's fatter cousin? See, Tina ate the food. An actual pterodactyl. Yep.
Right.
Oh, wow. Yeah. A big one.
It is. And it's like I could tell. Okay, well, yeah, I see it. So I could tell how big it was. It wasn't that far away. and it was heading towards me. But I thought it was a blue heron because the coloration was sort of a Payne's gray, which is a bluish gray. Also, when a crane flies, particularly a blue heron, they do that S curve shaped thing to their neck, right? Like they'll pull their head back and they stick their legs out from behind them, and that's what I thought I was seeing.
Okay.
Until it gets right here in front of me, and I mean by in front of me, I mean its wingtip was 5 feet from my face, because you have to remember I'm elevated now. I'm sort of 5 feet from my face, and that's when I realized it doesn't have feathers. What I'm looking at is entirely, it has sort of this scaly, leathery look to it. Again, it's moving fast, so I can't get any fine detail. And I realized what I thought had been its legs sticking out behind it was actually a tail with like a diamond-shaped flange on the end.
Oh, wow. You actually saw that.
Yeah.
That's reported in a lot of these sightings.
Mm-hmm. And that's...
So he describes that he's on the side of it. Also, if it's got like a 10-foot wingspan, like you remember that on the Instagram I shared that like vulture with his wings out like this, and everyone's taking pictures, and someone dubbed over the audio with like, "Oh yeah, that's all me, baby. Check it out. Check out that wingspan." So like, imagine that thing. If it's like, it could fit in this room. Even it's not that big, and that means its mouth is maybe this big. Like, if it's got a long pterodactyl mouth, then it's narrow and it's long, and it probably couldn't actually, like, it probably couldn't pick up a person, at least the size of the one that he's describing. And he was on the side. He wasn't like in front of it. He was like over here, and it looks like more to the back too. Has made RC versions. Hail Tim F. Dude is annoying. Maybe the next one will eat him. He's annoying in that he was taking too long to get to the point. What is he talking about? He's talking about his experience seeing a pterodactyl. I forgot to turn on the air. Seeing a pterodactyl in real life, like right in front of him. But does it have large talons? More suited for fishing. Exactly. Actually, that's what they're reported to eat, is fish and bats. So they'll go into caves, they'll be eating bats, they'll swoop down in the water, eat fish, stuff like that.
And because it's a ramphoraptoid, that's it's a specific set of pterosaurs. But once I realized what I was looking at, it's like I'm looking at a pterosaur. I loved dinosaurs as a kid, right? I mean, who doesn't? But the thing is, like everyone else, I'm thinking Pteranodon. I had to go back and look up what I had found or what I had seen. And so the thing is, now that I sort of recognize what I'm looking at, I realize what I'm seeing, I watch it go down, and it just, it flies down and then just banks and disappears from my life.
Sorry about that. Yeah. There's different kinds of pterodactyls. Like, that's why he called them a pterosaur, because the different breeds, of pterodactyls are, he probably isn't sure which one he actually saw. Some are as big as a light aircraft, Cessna sized. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. They were pretty big. No, she does the remote viewing. He's her guest. He was there. He's actually seen them. She did a remote viewing on them. And so in this live stream, she gets into some of the details of it. I like, by the way, that Dr. DJ Shadowban spelled it right. This guy full of S, it doesn't look like it. We're going to get into that right now and throughout the show tonight, actually. Just killed a bird with sword feet. Guys, eating cookies again. Actually, I've got French fries tonight. I didn't love dinosaurs, so exception to not loving dinosaurs? What's up, Vigilante Williamson? This has to be crap. Lost World's book over 100 years ago. Is he delusional or something? I had a wacky teacher in high school who taught remote viewing. Well, let's fast forward a little bit, because These are reported sightings of living pterosaurs from declaration on eyewitness reports of apparent living pterosaurs on flyingcreature.com. So these are actual reports from people of seeing a flying pterosaur. So they're not common. Like, you get more reports of Bigfoot than you do of these guys. You get more reports of Bigfoot, and if you guys want to watch the stream on your own and scrub through it, or just follow the conversation, it turns out that they're generally nocturnal, so they're flying around at night. So we don't really see them all that much. But look at that, 9+. Hawaii, which has caves and shit. California, Colorado, Texas. He was talking about when he was in Texas. So he was by Lake Texahoma is where he was. I skipped past that part because he talked too much. But he was in Lake Texahoma, so that's probably somewhere around here. If anyone knows specifically, if it's closer to like if it's the Panhandle, or if it's the left side here, or if it's the right side, I don't know I don't know where that lake is because I'm not from Texas. But it was very cool that he also describes, I'm not sure if we're there yet, how things are named in Texas. They're named very literally. So Lake Texahoma is like between Texas and Oklahoma. So it's right here. But then we've got, I don't know what state that is. Georgia, the Carolinas, with nine sightings in all, 9 or more. We've got 6 to 8 in some of these, 4 to 5 sightings, 2 to 3 in the light green, and then 1 in yellow. So 0 in all these states. In Nevada, what is this? Tennessee, Maryland, Delaware, or Maryland and fuck is that? Yeah, is that right? Yeah. That's more than I expected. Don't give me hope, Kai. I want to ride/fly on my dinosaur mount. Maybe you can catch one. Maybe you can catch one. Look at this. Check this shit out. Maybe you can catch a baby. Little baby. Let me see. What does he pull out here? A book or a movie or some shit?
Good plug.
Oh yeah,
you.
he plugs like his book or something. There we go. People catch pictures of him sometimes. Whoop. Did I miss it?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Now these are all over the world, you guys, all over the world. So the next one I have is just a little blur, just like all the Bigfoot pictures we've got and stuff. It's just a blur for the most part. But this is in Italy. Okay, so
in Italy. So that map was just the United States, but there were reports of these guys around the planet. Must be more weed or fent in those sighting states. No, it wouldn't make sense for them to be on fentanyl because then they're all drooped over like this. They're not looking up. Also, they're not going to report seeing anything. They're going to be like, I was on drugs. I'm not going to say I saw something. That would be dragon riding. Kai, that is Utah, not Colorado. Oh, my bad. Utah. Yeah. Sorry about that. I was like, Nevada, what's the next one over? Sightings in PA, yep. And so what he describes is the place where he was at, where he saw the pterodactyl. It's in like a ravine. There's like a canyon there. There's a river that runs through there. So you've got fish in the river. You got caves in the canyon. And you've got agile flyers. So even though they're pretty big, they could, just keep to themselves, eat fish, do their thing. Are you sure they are long beak, long tailed bats? Imagine it would be difficult to get a Sasquatch to pose for a selfie. Yeah, right? It's not gonna hold still. It's gonna get the fuck out of Dodge. Well, birds migrate. That's true too. Yeah, maybe they could be migratory. That's a good point. I'm blaming it on confetti. Confetti? I've only seen dog-sized rats in Italy. Oh my god, that's massive. You gotta kill those motherfuckers. I'm in Tennessee. I hear a lot about the wildman and quadruped, but haven't ever heard about a dino sighting. Well, yeah, they're not very numerous. Like, those numbers were pretty low. It was like 9, 10, maybe, or less. Most states, some states have one sighting. Center of the earth type stuff, perhaps. We could talk about, I'm going to talk about that on another night, the whole inner earth theory. It was like a huge theme park. There were autonomous jeeps and hordes of shrieking children.
Yeah. This one I'm actually a bigger fan of all the, like I said, there's only like 2 or 3 that I've encountered that I'm a big fan of. This is one of them.
I'm gonna have to play a clip and go get some water pretty soon. Damn.
It looks pretty cool. And I think that's from a video, right? Is that a still shot from a video, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll get into, there's a gentleman who wrote a book too, about the, let's see, what was it called? The modern pterosaurs. I forgot the name of his book, but I'll find it. Okay.
So I don't know what they're talking about here. I'm going to mute it for a while. I'm going to scrub ahead. Let me see what's coming up. Remote viewing, modern day pterosaurs in North America. So she did see, he's got a fish. She did remote viewing on these guys to see what she could find out. But there's been other people have gotten pictures or sightings. Here in this part, they're talking about how they think it could be the legend of the Thunderbird, the Native American Thunderbird. But I don't think that's right. I think it was What Lurks Beneath. He did a story about the this one kid was out playing where he wasn't supposed to be playing, and on his way back, a big shadow came over him, and he like looked up and it was a big fucking bird, and he dove into a bush or some shit, and the bird was trying to get him, and it scratched his back, but like it was a big fucking bird. It was a massive bird, and as soon as he called for his dad and uncle or whatever, and they came out, and one of them ran back to get a shotgun, and then they went after the bird, throwing rocks at it and shit. But that kid described a bird, and other, they've gotten reports in that area of a big fucking bird flying around, snatching up a sheep. So I think the Thunderbird is its own thing. Much of the earth is not explored because of dense forest or long stretches of wasteland. Yep. Yeah, that's true. And there was a big fat guy that put a password, the F, and F the entire place up. Water break, Kai, in a little bit. I've still got a little water here left. It's really fun dying in this game. I'm not joking. I kept waiting for the soccer game using those indestructible globes. Huh? What soccer game? Indestructible globes. And he was worst. He was worse to that side. He was even worse to that Seinfeld guy. Oh yeah, that's right. He was shit. What's his name? He was always a dick to Seinfeld. Hydrate 100 points. All right, cool. I gotta hydrate, y'all. Cheers. Never watched Seinfeld. I wonder if it's your style. By the way, One Man Show, did you ever make it past episode 1 of Rise of the Shield Hero? Because after episode 1, he starts reminding me of you after that. Like after the first couple episodes, after definitely the first one. But he literally has said things that you have said with your fucking mouth. It was a baby Rodan. Yeah, dude. Some people believe that what the national park system, the national park system was definitely created to hide cryptids, to give them safe zones and homes and stuff. Because they're like, look, we're taking over this fucking continent, all right? There ain't nothing anyone can do about that. But y'all need to live in peace. So we're going to give you some reservations. If you ever watch it, you'll only watch it once. Oh, Seinfeld? I have a friend that used to watch that shit like on repeat. He used to just watch the whole show and watch the whole show again. Ridiculous. The mountain range I took every day. Compasses don't work, and it's only ever been aerial matte from a distance. A few people have walked along the mountain ridge, but nobody's actually explored the place. Interesting. What mountain range? Chance is 0. All right. Michael Richards. Newman. Yeah, Newman. I'm doing it again. Fucking up my chair. Newman. Yeah, Newman was a dick. I'm fully current on Shield Hero. Oh, wow, badass. So you enjoyed it, I'm guessing? Have you ever watched Scrubs? Yeah, Scrubs is whack. Yeah, good choice, one-man show. It's pretty basic. It's a basic show for basic people. Grey's Anatomy, no. Just say no to Seinfeld. Was this the DARE program? Telling kids, don't watch Seinfeld. They're like, I'm going to see what the Seinfeld is all about because the adults don't want me to watch it. We all know Theodore Roosevelt had Sasquatch friends. Yep. And he created the national parks. That's right. Forgive me. Yeah, he created the whole national park system as we know it today. And he's a ballsy motherfucker. He went down to the Amazon. Was like, I've been everywhere on the planet. I can handle the Amazon. Came back all sickly and fucked up and was never the same again. He's like, fuck the Amazon, bro. That place is hardcore. Supposedly, there's caves in the Amazon that go really deep and really far and connect to the inner earth. Forgive me, a speech text groove this one up, but it's the Paparoa Mountains. You can see them from Reefton. The Paparoa Mountains. Where is this? Paparoa Mountains. The fuck? Oh yeah, you're in Oz. You're in Australia. I forgot about that. Right? You're in Australia? Because that's where it comes up for me. Mount Cook is just it's just Paparoa. And then up here, there's a Paparoa like in Hawaii. Pretty sure that's not the place, though. Paparoa Mountains. All right. What? Are you talking about Seinfeld? You need to watch more stuff, Zoltan. Seinfeld is a one-time experience. Scrub is amazing. You bite your tongue. No, it's not. It's not very good. It's like it's like slapstick funny. It's slapstick funny. That's about as funny as it gets. Its highest levels are like slightly less slapstick. Shield Hero is entertaining. Catherine drew a lot of your conclusions. See? Told ya. That's why I said you got to get past the first episode. Fuck the first episode. In the first episode, he's just a good guy that does not realize what the fuck is going on. After that, he becomes a cynical asshole. He's like, fuck everybody. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. You hooked me up with some stuff. Everyone else can eat a dick. And he's just like a cynical, bitter fucker that thinks he's cursed. Scrubs is good for the first 4 to 5 seasons. Like, it was entertaining, but it was not like it was for the masses. Let's put it that way. Scrubs was for the masses. I haven't watched Shield Hero yet. Oh, well, it's pretty good, man. Don't spoil, please. Oh no, I won't spoil. You talking about Rise of the Shield Hero? No. Don't worry about that. I'm not spoiling that. Like, you don't even know what happened. Now you're probably wondering, well, what happens in the first episode? Go watch that shit. Westland, South Island of New Zealand. It's between Westport and Greymouth. Just look at the mountains behind Punakaiki. All right, let's Punakaiki. Let's explore together. Okay, New Zealand. If I remember right, that's not part of America. So let's go this way. Where are you, New Zealand? You're one of these fucking islands. Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, Queensland, Tasmania, Auckland. Where are we at here? Milton, New Zealand. You know what? Let's just do New Zealand. It is this little fucking place. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Mount Grono, I'm guessing it's up here. New Zealand. Spoilers, the hero carries a shield. Well, the nice things should have never existed. Scrubs is a show I can watch over and over again and still laugh just as hard as I did the first time. Someone's pretty basic. I'm sorry, Angelus. I already said a thing. I'm going to stick to it. Years ago, we were hiking in the Wild River Range in Wyoming. We just knew we were being watched and we could hear something walking. Ooh, yeah, that there is a Sasquatch, buddy. Be careful. Shadowing us, but never could see anything. My late husband swears it was a Sasquatch. Because it was. That's why it was. I mean, that's why he swears, because he knows what it was. Animals don't stalk humans like that. They'll hunt, like they hunt differently. If you study up on how bears, wolves, tigers, etc., how they hunt, they all have their own way of hunting. Tigers will always attack you from behind, but you won't hear them stalking around. If you're walking and then you stop walking, they aren't necessarily they're not following you like that. They're not shadowing you. Also, not a single animal, not one animal in the whole world, when you turn to look at them, they'll like hide behind a tree. Not one animal does that. Only Sasquatch and humans do that. Even monkeys and apes don't do that shit. Even in the last season? Scrubs was stupid. There you go, Papa Cotton. Scrubs is the best. I grew up watching it. No. Just because you grew up watching it doesn't mean it's the best. Batman the Animated Series is the best. I grew up watching that motherfucker, and it won awards. Changed animation. Up to this day, I still cry with the episode of Brendan Fraser. Oh, Brendan Fraser was in an episode of that? Well, anything with Brendan Fraser and it's going to be good, probably. Last season was meh, and Scrubs Academy was shit. She is here and says hello, being fairly quiet tonight. Okay. Hello, Catherine. Yeah, that's a rough one. Any thoughts on the Drew Carey show? It was entertaining, but I haven't seen it in a long time. It was like, I kind of put it, it's a little bit better than Scrubs. It's better than Scrubs, but it was kind of like an of its time kind of show. They experimented more. It was a pretty funny show. They had clever jokes in the Drew Carey show. As in, they had clever jokes. Also, there was one episode where his girlfriend dumps him, and it was a really fucked up episode. It was sad. I never got into the Drew Carey show. Chances are, if it's TV comedy, I haven't seen it. Not a bad standard to keep one-man show. Auckland is New Zealand. New Zealand is east of Australia. I figured that out. P.S. At the end, Kai, I was playing Final Fantasy VI, and I remembered that I never finished Lufia 2, and I just got a copy on my Switch, so yeah, I'm going to finish it first. I don't even know Lufia 2. I've got my Switch is put away right now. To me, Angelus Draven, one of the best jokes I remember is Dr. Kotz spitting JD and him basking in the glory. Look towards the top. There we go. Okay. Look towards the top and the bottom island. Top of the bottom island. The round middle. And around the middle. Okay, so here and here. Mount Cook, Aori, Aoraki, Hokitika. You're just about on top of it. Okay. So here and here. This is the region that we're looking at, right? We don't need that shit. We need the map. All right. The Dink has arrived. What's up, Sci-Fi Nation? Good to see you, man. Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, was pretty good. Oh, she was pretty cute. I didn't really watch the show. But when I'd see her, I was like, man, she's pretty. I remember watching 5 p.m. TV shows. Home Improvement, Sabrina, Married Children. Yes. Yes, Married with Children, dude. That was the shit. Home Improvement was fun, too. Hey, Sci-Fi Wi-Fi. We should have laid bets on how long it would take him to get back to the location comment. King of the Hill, Simpsons, etc. Good times. Hell yeah, good times. All right, so here we are. So where did you say, Milton? Where did you say you something about? Because you got distracted by a Scrubs thing. I'm in New Zealand. Westland, South Island of New Zealand is between Westport and Greymouth. Just look at the mountains behind Punakaiki. Hey, my name is in there. Punakaiki. Punakaiki. I'm looking for Punakaiki. Does anyone see Punakaiki? Zoom in a little more. Kokatahi? Hokitika? Moana. Hey, Moana. Let me see. Son of a bitch. Puponga. All right. Westport. It's between Westport and Greymouth. Westport and Greymouth. Westport. There's Westport. And Greymouth. There we go. So this is the mountain range. I am right on top of it. Sweet. Let me see. Zoom in at Hokitika and then go up. Hokitika. Where was that? That's down here. Go up. Got you. So you could have just said the cluster of pins because that's where we're looking. Literally, Greymouth, Westport. All the pins. Why is Kai trying to summon a demon? Oh, fucking shit. Oh, man. I hit the corner of my toe again. All right. I'm a pickle. All right. Mount Bovis. So this area, it makes sense, New Zealand, that, what's it called? That you've seen some shit. What did you say you saw? I don't even remember where this started. Hold on, let me go up to, you know what, I'm going to start this one. And mountain range, I look at every day, encompasses, oh, okay. So, like, compasses get crazy over here? Ooh, that's not a pain in the ass. But then again, you've got the sun to look at. You always know which way is north. Or you should always know which way is north. But that doesn't look like a very big mountain range. Yeah, they're a tiny little island. Yeah, man. Cool. So this mountain range here is where mysterious shit happens, huh? Zoom out. Oh, it's not that tiny. It's pretty good size. You call that an island? Whoa, what the fuck? No, that's an island. All right. Interesting. Well, this guy. Let's see if we can actually find. Let's see if we can find where this guy's talking about this Lake Texacoma or some shit. Wichita Falls, Lakeside City, Lake Diversion. The shit, Texas. Red River, Oklahoma, Texas. Oh, okay, so I guess the river is the dividing line there. The river's the divider. The great divider. I just can't hide her. Well, fuck it. Oh, cool. Chickasaw Nation. Chickasaw Nation. Oh, you can see all the. Oh, man, that's awesome. Wow, so half of Oklahoma is like reservations. Ciudad Juarez. That's cool. You can see all that. I didn't even realize you can see all the reservations so easily. That's dope. Navajo, Hopi, huh? I want to visit the Hopi reservation. I think that'd be want to chat with those people about some stuff. But let's get back to the topic at hand. Let me bring this back up. And I want to fast forward a little bit to other stuff because pterodactyls aren't the only creature that's still alive. But I have to video hop for the next part. Is there any, I swear there was something. There it is. Look at this fucking kid, man. So, found this photo interesting. It was allegedly taken in the 1950s.
Oh my God,
Oops. Oh, I can't. Okay, I guess the thing is scrolling on the bottom. I can't get rid of it. Would have gone with something larger. Most hoaxers, in my opinion, would have gone with something larger. So some people think this is a hoax. Other people think it's real. But this kid, this scout, it looks like, is holding up this fucking baby version, it looks like, of one of these pterosaurs. He's holding up a baby version of it. So maybe he was out hunting. Maybe he found the dead body. They were saying that it probably smells like shit. But let me scroll back down here. Why is Kai trying to summon a demon? I'm a pickle. That's what you get for trying to summon an unholy one. I stayed in El Rancho for a month near the island that was an inspiration for King Kong. Oh, badass. How was that? What was that experience like? If you can find Reefed and Zoom In at 21B Harold Street, you can look at my house. Okay, well, I don't know if you want to put that online, bro. but the Southern Hemisphere doesn't have the North Star, so it might be difficult at night anyway. Wouldn't the Southern Hemisphere have its own equivalent of that? Something stable in the sky that you always kind of know where it's at? Or a constellation or something? How's it going, Phil? Howdy, buddy. Yo, Turtle Mod. Come on, lag. Cut the shit. Most of my Cherokee relatives are in North Carolina, but some ended up in Oklahoma after the Trail of Tears. Howdy, Brahma Bull. All right, sleep tight, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Ooh. There we go. Cool. Sorry about that. But yeah, so this fucking thing, and it matches the description too. Long, like, not feathery wings, a tail with a spade on it, a spade at the tip, and a long beak. But since it doesn't have a crest, that's why I'm thinking it's a baby. It's not like a little version. It's just a baby one. Because these motherfuckers can't start off big. You know what I mean? Who does that? No one evolved to work that way. I've driven through Cherokee Nation several times. I remember when I was a kid, we would drive to New Mexico to visit family. When we drove through the reservation, my dad was always really careful about speeding because they don't give a shit about if you're only going 5 miles over, 10 miles over. They're like, yeah, you're speeding. But, so he was always like, okay, we're in the reservation now. Like, I need to keep it chill. It's called the Southern Cross, and it's literally on our flag. There we go. The Southern Cross. Told you it's a thing. See, but I don't live on the Southern Hemisphere, so I don't know where it's at. Elroy Shredding. Good to see you, Elroy. Arlene, my father's family from North Carolina. Posts of Cherokee roots. Oh, nice. Thalots? What? I always look for constellations. I know, like Orion. I don't really get too many. I don't see as many stars out here where I live. So, North Carolina, not as strict as your experience. Yeah, that's like in Arizona where we'd have to chill out. But let's listen into this part here.
This is one of the 3 photos that I think may be legit.
Okay.
Again, the problem is no one's been able to locate the original newspapers it's said to have come out of. The problem is we got different accounts from which newspaper it's supposed to comes from. The thing that I like about this, for like most of the others, we know were faked and we know who faked them. One that goes around was actually done for a show called Freaky Links. This one, though,
Okay.
that we know it's been around since at least the 70s, right? This photo has been in circulation. It's been in books and other things. The thing I like about this is not the creature people would have faked, right?
Right. It's smaller, right?
It's smaller. It's a again, I go back to the fact that it's a ramphoractoid is a huge detail, because when you fake something, and I had a misspent U3 learning about art forgery. One of the things that you learn is that everyone goes for things that people are already expecting to see, right? That's the first thing forgers do, hoaxers do. They go and they try and find what they're expecting people to expect. And so when people think about pterosaurs, they think about the pteranodon, as I mentioned earlier. It's the thing you see in the Flintstones. It's the big one. It's the one from Jurassic Park 3, right? It's got the long crest. It's got a long beak. They're very, very large. That's what people think of. This is a ramphoractoid. It has the tail. You can see the tail goes down. And
sure.
And one of the things that I found really interesting is when you mentioned it, look at the short legs.
Yeah.
It has short, sort of stubby legs. So this is not necessarily what you'd expect someone to hoax. And if you look at the wings, at first you're like, oh, it looks like bat wings. No. Those are skin folds, right? When the wings are fully extended, that extra skin would layer out, right?
Wow.
But if you look at it, like it's the shape when those would be fully deployed would not look the way we tend to imagine their wings to look.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. I thought they'd have little claws. Oh no, I guess it's his hand holding it. I thought they'd have little claws up here, like how bats, they have how bats are, the little claws, and then it's like their elbow joint, and then it's an elbow and then a claw, and then all the little things come down from it. This one isn't like that, and you can see the flappiness here. You see the flaps, but yeah, he makes some good points there actually about how hoaxes work and frauds and stuff. I like getting killed. Actually, if I was going to go with hoax, the voice to text spelled it like that. Hoax. What the fuck? I would go for the most unexpected thing possible and make it as small as I can so it's easier to fake the details. The thing is, when you change the size of a thing, that also changes the anatomy of it or the structure of it. Different things are expected, and you might make it harder on yourself by going smaller. Now we all know where the monster from Jeepers Creepers came from. But yeah, they're on this for not too much longer. Actually, 41, 42. Okay, let's just finish this part here.
So there's a lot of
Mhm.
detail in this that I find it hard to believe that someone from the 70s could have hoaxed. Plus, the kid just looks.
Is that a kid?
Yeah, it's a kid. It's taken from from Texas.
Christ.
Yes, I'm
reading
actually trying
about
to get him
this.
on the show.
Modern dinosaurs. Modern pterosaurs. Human encounters with living pterodactyls. Jonathan David Whitcomb. Nonfiction. So there's a book that talks about it more. If you guys want to do a little research for yourselves, read for yourselves, maybe find it online if you're not gonna go buy it. But I recommend going to buy it. As an author, check out this guy's book if you want to read it. But I don't know if there's any more pictures or things that they bring up here. But she does discuss what she saw in the remote viewing, and that includes that they eat bats and fish and stuff. So that's why we don't really hear about attacks. They don't like attack humans and stuff. We all know it's Kai's Mohawk. Is Kai's Mohawk a hoax? But so if you want to watch this whole video, it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. This guy's a little bit long-winded, I guess, but so am I. I talk a lot, so whatever, no big deal. But this guy here, this is less than an hour, and yeah, this girl here, Jessica Jones, is freaking awesome. The Cryptid Huntress. She's super sweet. Like I've talked to her, I DM'd her, and we were chatting a little bit, and she's a really nice person. So her channel is linked in the description if you want to check her out, and the link directly to this video is in the description as well. So you can watch that, the whole thing, because I'm not going to sit here and go through like her entire video like for content. I'd rather discuss what she's talking about. This one, though, I will listen to this entire, I think I will listen to this entire segment. It's 6:40 to 10 minutes. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. All right. We could maybe do that. Well, now we know where the... oh, wait. Faking before the digital era is multiple times more difficult. Yes. Yeah, before the digital era, way hard to make fakes of anything. Fake photography, fake, etc. Like, it was just a bitch. You don't ramble. Oh, well, thank you, Catherine. Kai's Mohawk is not a hoax, but if you look very carefully, you can tell Kai he's just paper mache man. So this here is the other channel / link in the description. And this is What Lurks Beneath. What Lurks Beneath. And in this video, he talks about New Zealand. Milton says, warning, don't even think about visiting New Zealand until you watch this. His first story was Unsolved Mysteries. The murders, the crew murders. I guess there's a serial killer that's been on the loose for like 50 years, still doing his thing. I'm not sure. Or he was on the loose for 50 years, and they never caught him. Kaikoura UFO sightings. And then this is the one that I'm going to talk about here. The rest of this you can watch on your own if you want. The Negatia Mystery, the Nelson Street Ripper, the Mohau Man, Wreck of the Joyita, Mysteries, the Missing Dragonfly, the mysterious moas. But this one here, Zayomaru carcass. I'm gonna mute myself and play this a little bit. My house creaks. He's just put a Breaking Benjamin song in my head. I'm sorry. I survived New Zealand. All right, let's check this.
During a mackerel hunt 25 miles off the coast in Christchurch in April 1977, the Japanese fishing vessel Zuayo Maru noticed they had something rather large caught in its nets. When they reeled in their catch, they found this enormous rotting carcass that had become entangled with their fishing equipment.
Look at this motherfucker right here. Now, we've seen a pterodactyl. But he's gonna get into the details of it. But they pulled up this fucking thing with their fish. Look at this thing. Long neck. Nice big head. Fin feet. This is a fin. Looks like a couple. What the fuck is this? It looks like I got some fins here. It looks weird. This is boat back here. So it's got like a tail, looks like. Yeah. But this is an aquatic dinosaur. Where is it? There he goes. I had a dragonfly land on my arm once. That was over 1.5 feet long. It was blue. Whoa! What? 1.5 feet long dragonfly? That's like the length of your arm. Oh man, I didn't know they got that big. Freaking New Zealand, man. That's nuts. Did it come from the inner earth? You remember that? What? You remember this? Awesome one? You remember this story here? Well, let's find out.
Approximately just about 4,000 pounds of rotting remains were hoisted up onto the ship and measured at about 33 feet in length. A crew member with some biology and research methodology training sketched the strange, stinking hulk and took several photographs. Yano also...
Bro, whales don't look like that. That is not the anatomy of a whale. That is not the head of a whale. Whales don't have long necks like that. Whales are one-part body characters. Their head and their body are like the same fucking thing. That will be processed into fish and chips. More like into tuna. All right, let's watch.
Also had the foresight to collect several tissue samples from the creature before it was thrown back into the sea to avoid spoiling the remainder of their catch. A team of scientists from the Science Museum of Tokyo looked into the evidence they had gathered. They unanimously determined that the animal was indeed a plesiosaur. According to the findings, this sizable marine...
Oh, look at that. That looks exactly like what they drug up. Look at the head. Long neck, thick body, fin hands, or fins up front for feets. A dragonfly, 1.5 feet long. How big was the foot? What you talking about, awesome one? Or who are you talking about? We made into little Lisa Slurry. Legs were longer. Thank you, awesome one. I am not hungry anymore. You'll be surprised what comes to in fish and chips. Dog sharks are used too. Oh, no way. Yeah, some things are things that get caught up with the fish get caught up with the fish. Like, you're not the right kind of fish, but you're getting processed anyway, bro. That looks like the monster you could get on Adventure Island 3. Of course, dinosaurs are still alive. You've heard of crocodiles, right? Hey, Will Gentry. Good to see you, man. Yeah, we're not talking about crocodiles. We're talking about fucking dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. Like this guy. I don't want to give that thing 350.
Marine reptile lived during the Jurassic period and is believed to have gone extinct approximately 65 million years ago. The report had this to say verbatim. The surface of the body was whitish and covered with dermal fibers which intersected each other like in whales and other mammals, but were not weak as in fish. They were thick, white, fat-like tissues on the back, and reddish muscles ran longitudinally beneath the white tissues. The putrefactive smell was not like that of fishes or sharks, but resembled that of marine mammals. The head was said to have been hard and not shark-like. The carcass had nares at the front end of what remained of the skull. Following an in-depth investigation, French scientists concluded that the creature was not an early aquatic reptile, but rather the decaying remnants of a basking shark, a species native to the area with calmer waters further south from where the...
Does that carcass look like this fucking shark? Does it look anything like it? Look at the fucking head. Look at the what? Is this supposed to be the entire skull? Because it had a mouth. It didn't look like this. What is with that thing in this glowing in the shark? Is it treasure? Did this thing swallow treasure? Anyway. Big body, fins, okay. But the head and the lack of a neck? No. Nope.
The catch was made, even though the photographs and sketch appear to show a creature with a long neck, a small head, and no dorsal fin.
I love the fish heads reference Apex Comics. That's fucking funny, dude. And also, Hale, welcome to the show, man. Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads. Fish heads, eat them up, yum.
Researchers hypothesized that this was due to the decomposition of the carcass and predation. However, there are no nostrils on the front of a basking shark's head, and they do not.
But crocodiles and alligators and such they're like them and like cockroaches are like the only creatures that we acknowledge have been around since the dinosaur days. Dinosaurs, as we know them, are extinct. Like, they're all gone. But alligators and crocodiles, survive to this day. Dinosaurs all turns into birds, yada, yada. That's the story. But I'm talking about, if you want to rewind, Will Gentry, I was talking about pterodactyls. About pterodactyl sightings and stuff first. So there's pterodactyls out there. And then this guy is an aquatic dinosaur. It is fish heads. The song's fish heads, roly-poly fish heads. Make way for the Jurassic World finale in June. Why didn't they keep the head? That's the thing you identify animals were traditionally the skull shape. It's irrefutable at that point. That's a good point. They could have like chopped off the head, put that in its own bag, been like, we're taking this with us. Throw it in a different cooler. It gets its own cooler, and then we could never use that cooler again. But yeah, they should have kept the head. They could have maybe chopped up a couple pieces of it. Its fin, its skull would have been enough. Yeah, you're right. Its skull would have been enough. But they didn't think about that. I guess they did at least have the foresight to take samples, take like flesh samples and pictures and stuff. They could have maybe grabbed some teeth, something, but the skull would have been good. Fish heads. Hey, Apex Comics. I caught pink grasshopper once when I was a kid. It was rare. Wow, you caught an albino grasshopper? Because that's what that is. That's an albino grasshopper. That's badass. I didn't even know they went albino. Is there a lizard that's also considered a dino? Personally, I think the dinosaurs all got their spaceships and went home. My dad once suggested a lady sing Dead Puppies at a winery. It didn't go over well. Dead puppies. Dead puppies. Dead puppies aren't much fun. Hey, DJ Scandalous. Here's the thing. The first plesiosaur fossil was found in the 1820s, but reports of the Loch Ness monster date back to the 7th century. Makes you wonder. True. Yeah, there's been multiple reports of the Loch Ness, but there's just the one picture that everyone goes, oh, well, it's just the one picture. But the local stories go back farther than that. Thank you, DJ Scandalous. Good point. You also reminded me, I fucking forgot about this. The youngest earlier when we were talking about pterosaurs or pterodactyls and such, the youngest pterodactyl fossil that we have found on record is 6,000 years old. It's only 6,000 years old. So 6,000 years ago, that's 4,000 BC, there were cities, you know, there were fucking cities and civilization at that point. So 6,000 BC, there were pterodactyls flying around. And the youngest skeleton we found is 6,000 years old. So I used to say, like, yo, dinosaurs survived for a long time. Some dinosaurs could have existed alongside humans, for example, pterodactyls. But then in the story, in what we were hearing there, people have seen pterodactyls and reported seeing pterodactyls all around the world, including the United States. And I guess there's a fuck ton of sightings in Texas, California, a few other places. So, yeah. What's up, DJ Scandal? It's good to see you, man. You walked in on me singing Dead Puppies. Welcome, Dr. Demento Aficionados. Kind of dragon, maybe. Now, yeah, that's where I used to think that the dragons, or I still think that possibly the legends and stories of dragons come from, because you see this big fucking thing swoop down and take your sheep or some shit. But then if they eat fish and stuff, then I don't know. But yeah, that would make sense. You just look in the distance and there's a big fat fucker just flying away with your sheep. And you're like, stupid fucking dragon. Crocodiles and alligators are actually from the species before the dinosaurs that are a type of reptiles that predates modern reptiles. Oh, really? Wow. I didn't know that. Fascinating. Meow, meow, Moira. Hello. You might be right about the spaceship. There are not a lot of dino remains here. I love that in Star Trek Voyager, they like encountered dinosaur aliens. Chickens and birds are basically dinosaurs. They still have the dormant DNA that they are trying to reactivate. Yeah, right? That's where we started with like, people were like, birds, dinosaurs are birds. I said, nah, I'm not talking about birds. I'm talking about pterodactyls and shit. They were fishermen and smell was making them sick. Well, it wasn't just the smell. It was that they're fishermen and they have to get all these fish back to land, and a rotting corpse is going to ruin their entire haul. They can't take it with them. But I agree that they should have chopped off the head, because then they can go, look, motherfucker, here's the skull, here's the rotting head, you know, and all that shit. That DNA is in my stomach after KFC. Yeah, true. We're eating dinosaurs. Oh, that must have been the Dead Puppy song right there. Hey, DJ. The early reports of Loch Ness Monster called it to be horseshoe shaped and suggest that it's more like a water kelpie. However, those do not have longer necks in regular horses, and they are sticky. What's a kelpie? A water kelpie? Why do I think that a kelpie is a dog? It is a dog. What? Terrible comparison. I mean, of the people, not you. Thanks for the info there. The last group of mastodons were killed between 2,000 to 4,000 years ago on a small island near Siberia. It was bleed muddy water. Bleed muddy water killed them, but it could have been the amount of dirt. Was bleed muddy water? I'm not following that one there. Muddy water? Like, so they just had bad water? Wait, but they were killed. Does that mean that we killed them? Because, like, yeah, we used to hunt them in mass. They found huge, like, essentially factories, like ancient factories for, like, chopping up mastodons and shit. It's crazy. Gah, dragons at it again. Eating me sheep. Zoltan. I forgot to do the thing. I remember an old Johnny Quest episode about a mad scientist controlling a pterodactyl hybrid called a pteranodon. That's actually another thing that the Cryptid Huntress was talking about, that when she did her remote viewing of pterodactyls and pterosaurs, she got the sense that some of them were natural and others were like from a lab, like they'd been captured and maybe experimented with and whatever. But there was definitely like another element to them, and so probably definitely our government knows about them, and they're just like, let's not do that. Let's not let people know about that one. Which I don't understand why. Someday someone's gonna kill one and drag it in front of a news camera and go, look at this motherfucker. I'm pretty sure that's a dinosaur. And everyone's gonna go, yup, that's a dinosaur. The wyvern is believable because the dragon would have to have 6 appendages, 2 legs, 2 arms, and 2 wings. I don't see that commonly with any vertebrate animal. True. But like, if you're looking at something from really far away, you might not really have an accurate perception of its anatomy, especially if it like swooped in and grabbed your bird and flew away, and it's got little stubby arms and legs. Like, I don't remember if it in that picture with that kid from the 50s, like you can't really tell if it has it looks like it's just a body with legs and arms and wings, I mean. So yeah, it's not that common with vertebrates. That's true. So it might have been an extrapolation on what they perceived. Kai, look at the water kelpie images. It's a horse with fins. Okay. Water kelpie. Oh. Let me close down real quick. Pull this up. So this be a water kelpie. Just like a fishy horse. But that's not what that Loch Ness video looked like, though. Ooh, that one's nice. That's pretty. But that's not what Loch Ness looked like. Loch Ness looked like, what the fuck is this nightmare? Oh my god. Fuck this thing. But yeah, that's not what the freaking Loch Ness looks like. And if it was, that'd have to be a big motherfucking water kelpie. That'd have to be a big bitch right there. These guys, they look like some big bitches. But that neck still doesn't look, it's not like a long neck like the what's it called? But yeah, that's cool. I didn't know about the water kelpie. I thought it was like, I didn't know it had its own like lore and whatnot. It was a thing. News to me. Cool, man. Oh, thanks for making me look that up. Or thanks for suggesting it. You didn't make me do shit. It was believed muddy water. Oh, okay. Oh, so they didn't have clean water, and so they died from the shitty water. That sucks. Poor mastodons. Well, if they had the head or the skull, it would have been irrefutable proof that it was not normal whale, but that would have been a problem because they would have lost the place to fish. Possibly. Or the skull would have vanished mysteriously. Oh, someone broke in and stole the skull. Did they steal anything else? Nope. Some thief. Yeah, I gotta hide all the Pickle Rick people. Because the mad scientists will create Godzilla because we killed their experiment. A water kelpie is a mythical horse that is very sticky and gets people to ride it, and then people get stuck to it, and then they drown them and eat them. It's like a horse mermaid, only cuter. Only cuter? That's fucked up, though. Like, oh, do you need a ride? I can get you across the water. Come on. I'm going to eat this motherfucker. Did you say you were going to eat me? No. Must be hearing things, crazy human. Wow, some of those water kelpie images are gorgeous. Yeah, some of them are really pretty. Kelpie is a mythical. Okay, wait, what? Oh, both of y'all are informing me. It tricks people in getting their rides. Person backing down them. Okay, got you. You left out the part where it then eats them. Instead of just being an asshole, it's like, I just like drowning humans. No, it's trying to eat. Fishy horse, it's a force. Yeah, if those existed, I can see how they got it confused with dinosaur. Well, like, I'm talking about, like, let's say this thing here. I think you walked in during this part. It's a fishy, sticky horse. Some say it's next to a normal horse. They had longer necks than normal horses. Got you. But has anyone seen them? Has there been sightings, or are they just lore? It's a hish. Just thinking about the plesiosaur. Reminds me. Oh, you're getting a horse house, someone. Cool. Make sure it's not a water horse and it doesn't want to eat you. Reminds me of the kappas. They drown their victims and then eat your soul out your butt. I'll eat your ass. All right. They are even cooler than zombie unicorns, but I couldn't work out how to make a stuffed animal look like one. But it tastes good. Water kelpie would have been a great Monty Python skit. Oh, yeah. That would have been good. You beat me to it, you son of a gun. Water kelpies are supposed to be really attractive horses that people would want and then turn into disfigured, horrible monsters when they have you stuck literally because they are sticky. Because it's sticky. Yeah, it would have been the horse twice the size. Water kelpie is all lore and myth like a unicorn. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like, DJ Scandalous. Let's carry on with this real quick and let it finish up because it's a little like halfway through or more. 2/3 of the way through.
Have any red meat or white fat on their bodies. To further question the basking shark theory, the carcasses of other dead sharks washed up on the shore, but this particular carcass was discovered 30 miles off the coast of Christchurch, where it had surfaced from the bottom of the depths of around 900 feet. According to the research, the organic structure of the fibers in the tissue sample served as the primary evidence in support of the basking shark's identification. They were found to be identical to a form of collagen isolated from shark fins from a basking shark. And on the other hand, sharks do not contain any fibers in their own right that would fit this specification. Was this mysterious carcass that of a dead and decomposing shark or an ancient sea beast that has remained hidden from human eyes?
There we go. I wanted to pause on this thing.
And decomposing.
Oops, hold on. So look at this thing. It has a very defined head. Even if the spine of a shark goes up to like a point, a nub at the top of the mouth, this is a head. You can see the snout here. And then over here, you see the fins. The skin's just hanging off of it and shit.
Beast.
But you can see the fins on this bitch. So this does not look like a basking shark. That's a story that's put out to, silence curiosity. No, we can't let the people know about this shit. No, that's a shark. It's not a dinosaur. We said dinosaurs are extinct. If they're not, we have to reevaluate a few things. But yeah. Actually, there are still sightings of water kelpies to this day. Oh, I didn't know there were actual sightings. And a lot of sightings of the Loch Ness Monster doesn't say has a ginormous along me. It could be a water kelpie. Well, let's look up the Loch Ness. So the Loch Ness Kelpie was a film. Apparently there's a film called The Loch Ness Kelpie. So these are the images of the Star Trek Enterprise. I mean of the Loch Ness Monster. These are the ones that they got. This shit does not look like a horse. It does look like this motherfucker. But it don't look like a horse. That's 3D. That looks pretty good. Nice, good job. Although it's a little shallow. If it's in the water, it's bad Photoshop job. I mean, it's good Photoshop job, but bad planning, bad design. But yeah, this bitch right here. I mean, in some ways, the head kind of does resemble a horse. Actually, look at that. Is that one bigger? Doesn't matter. Yeah, that one's. Yeah, so the horse does kind of. I mean, the head does kind of look like a horse-like. That neck, though, that is crazy long. I like to think there's a lot of water kelpies eating people and being sticky. Unicorns existed, but it was more like a bull or rhino type of species. Oh, that would make sense. I remember they thought that Cyclops existed because they'd find giant elephant skulls. And an elephant skull has like the two eyes and then a big hole on its forehead where it's because the eyes are like here, you know, and then the snout comes down from here. So it's got this big hole. And so they thought that it was just one big eye, and then there's other holes in the skull. But that's what they thought was a Cyclops skull, was like this giant. Let me see if I can find it. Elephant skull. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Look at this shit. Look at that. One big fucking hole right there for the snout, and then the tusks come down here. So they thought this shit was a Cyclops. You know how some Cyclops you'll see them depicted with like tusks? But yeah, man. It's funny looking at where folklore comes from, where different legends come from, different things that people see and then imagine is something different than what it is. Gotta go. All right, Arlene. It was great having you. Take care of yourself. Alligator kelpie. I'm in the mood for seafood. Yeah, right? Loch Ness Monster was mostly portrayed as a plesiosaur. Isn't that what they said the other thing was? Good morning, Dwayne. What happened to the no-show guy last night? Yeah, I said on Wednesday. Oh, you weren't around much on Wednesday. I said on Wednesday that I had dinner with a friend last night, and then I might show up a little late, and I might even just cancel the show. So I put in the description, might cancel, check Twitter, because I might cancel, and I did. So I put on Twitter, like, hey, I'm canceling. I'm not doing tonight's show, but I'll be back tomorrow to talk about stuff. And so tonight I'm talking about dinosaurs, but so one of the subjects I was going to talk about yesterday was the female orgasm. On Monday, that's going to be the main topic. So y'all come back now, you hear? I'll make it up to you guys by talking about it on Monday. So this will be the first time I have like a topic ready to go, like days before. No, I guess not. Like a non-Friday topic. Damn, Loch Ness Monster. I ain't give you no 350. Yeah, it looks more like a long neck dinosaur, or just someone's arm with their hand bent. Yeah, right. It's got a nice S curve to it, though. Let me see if I can bring it back up. It's got a nice S curve to it. Look at that. It would be. The proportions would be hard to get it like to bend that way. I guess if you had like if you had built a contraption for it, but you're right, it does look like someone's hand is just bent. Unicorns are the national creature of Scotland. They are there. It's just nobody like Scotland. Nobody likes Scotland, so they don't go to see unicorns. I think if they were like, yo, there's unicorns in Scotland would be flooded with people. Let me see. My family came from Iverness. That's on Loch Ness. Oh, crazy. A lot of medieval people thought giraffes were dragons because of the way people described them. That's yeah. Back in the medieval times, that was, I think, where the legend of werewolves came from. Because what would happen back then was people would think that there was a werewolf in the forest because they would hear human-like laughter, because the fucking hyenas, they'd hear human-like laughter, and then a giant fucking, not a dog, some other shit came out and like would just maul people, or would attack people. And so then they would get someone, and it turned out to be like hyenas that were set free after being in captivity. And then the local lord was like, I'm tired of these fucking things. And we just let them off into the forest. And they would they were dangerous. Or elephants swimming. No, we'd see its ears like doing this shit. Also, elephants do they? I don't know if elephants do that with their trunk when the water's deep. It would make sense if they did, but it would make more sense if they didn't bother and just found somewhere more shallow. Because they travel in packs. Like, elephants don't travel alone, they travel in groups. And so they'll find shallower areas because the smaller elephants, the younger ones, etc., they can't necessarily handle the current, and they can't go all that deep. And so they got to find safe places for the whole herd. There was a circus in the area, and the elephant keeper did wash them in the loch. It's Beanie and Cecil, 1959 cartoon. Okay. Iverness. A lot of people... Inverness. Inverness. A lot of people like Scotland. Even we English like Scotland. We just don't like the Scots that live there. They believe the screams of Banshee were just foxes because foxes scream like human beings when having sex. The blood-curdling scream in traditional horror movies used to be a fox. Really? What? I'm going to look that up real quick. The hyenas of London, that sounds awesome. Does she be hyenas everywhere? Maybe she do be hyenas everywhere. I don't know. Loch Ness is very deep. Yeah, I could see if Loch Ness is super deep, I could see maybe they got landlocked, like a small population. These got landlocked. It's a big lake too. It's not a small lake. It's a big fucking lake. If a ewe eats the lamb wool plant, the lamb may come out as a cyclops in a certain time of gestation. If a ewe eats the lamb's wool plant, the lamb... Let me make sure I'm trying to detective this shit. Okay, it's a sheep. It just says sheep. I don't know if it's a man sheep or a girl sheep. If a ewe eats the lamb's wool plant, the lamb may come out as a cyclops. Certain times of gestation. Really? That's crazy. That's so weird. I didn't know that about sheeps. Hey, how's it going, Courtney? Learn to read, damn it. I did. I got it right the second time. And elephants do actually snorkel like that. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'll I know it's a possibility, but I guess it'd have to be a lone elephant that just went off on its own. Escaped from the circus, maybe. I think everyone's using speech to text. It's not very good. Yeah, speech to text sucks. Nobody likes Scotland because of the people, so nobody's going to go there to see the unicorn, and that's how the unicorn is keep safe, and that's why Scotland is unlikable. That's funny. If there are unicorns, they're hanging out with the fairies and stuff, not in the physical world, Damn, what happened? Courtney shows up and my the viewership drops. I'm kidding, Courtney. It's good to see you. How was you've had a flight, right? How was your flight? How are you doing over there? Did you get everything packed up? So where am I at here? Let me pull this down. Yeah, so Loch Ness could be this thing, I mean, shit, look at the profiles. Its neck is a little short, though. Its neck is a little... Well, it looks like it comes from up here, actually. Let me rewind on this to the full picture. Yeah, so its neck starts back here. So this is what we'd be seeing, is this whole thing. So, hey, they could be the same creature. They could be related, actually. Just got here today. I'm in a hotel with my dog. Oh, that's awesome. Are you going to get to take your dog home, or like is he sick of taking care of your dog, or what? What happened there? The U is the female and Ram is the male. Okay, cool. Thank you. I knew you meant sheep, but I didn't know what specific kind of sheep. Female sheep. So if the female sheep eats wool, the babies could come out as cyclopses. That's bizarre, man. And that and the midges are insane in summer. What are midges? No one likes unicorns because they are horny. Courtney's the coolest. Hail, Zoltan. And my ex-hubs. Oh, your husband's there with... Your ex-husband is there with you? And the puppy? Okay. Good day, Courtney. Well, at least you got your dog. Yeah, you get to hang out with your dog for a little bit. Like, a dog is so much responsibility. Why wouldn't he just give it to you? Doesn't make sense. Like, just want a bunch of extra work in your life? You can't, the fuck? Extra work and extra money? Come on, man. Hi, back to everyone. I'm on my phone, so tagging is difficult. Much love to all of you. A mutton is the type of sheep. It's pretty good barbecue. And don't worry. At least you stopped by. That's a lot. Yeah, it's nice to have you here, Courtney. And yeah, I haven't asked. I already got like 20-something likes. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the topic. But yeah, so they outlined. They talked about how there's no way that this is a whale. It doesn't match up with whale stuff. It doesn't match up with shark stuff. So what other dinosaurs could be out there besides pterodactyls and plesiosaurs? That's what he said, right? I don't remember now. What else do you guys think could be out there? There could be some crazy shit out there. But it would make sense that something underwater, something in the sky, both survived and went on. But and alligators, crocodiles, etc. They can be in the water for extended periods of time. They can get by in the swamps and stuff. But that would mean there would have to be enough food still walking around on land or in the water for them to keep going. Dogs make everything better. Yeah, true. Remember, a dog is just for Christmas, not for life. That's funny shit, man. Midges are tiny biting insects, barely visible, and they swarm. That sounds like shit, man. What'd you say about midges? Midges. That and the midges are insane in the summer. They're tiny little biting insects. Huh. They sound like a bitch. Fuck midges. Nobody. So don't go to Scotland during the summer. Gotcha. Nobody likes unicorns because they are horny. True, but they are only horny because they are Scottish. Well, Blue is out there. I've seen films about her. What do you mean Blue? You mean Loch Ness? Is Loch Ness blue? Zoltan. I like the idea that this kind of monster / dinosaur / whatever exists. Shame we couldn't domesticate them. I would love to have a pterodactyl to fly to work and then have him as a pet. Right? It would be cool. I mean, it would be a lot of food. It'd be like taking care of a horse. Like you have to spend all this money on food and giving it a place to live and whatnot. I don't know if they could be domesticated though. That'd be insane. If we could domesticate them, that'd be pretty cool. But I think that's Flintstones territory. Martin is the name for a sheep. Meat hogger is the name. 4-year-old meat lamb is the name of baby sheep. Meat yogurt is the best. Meat yogurt? What? On calm summer nights, midges will swarm you. And that was a Jurassic Park reference, you ignorant swine. Oh, okay. Really? I don't remember that. Like Jurassic Park 1? Oh, what's the thing I was going to look up right now? Oh, yeah. Okay. This shit is not dinosaur related, but I wanted to share it and I completely forgot. Let me see if I can find it. I got the police thing. There it is. All right. I'm going to take a second to play this shit. Is it long enough for me to get water? I don't think so. But check it out. Check this shit out.
Making my way through the hood, sipping this yak. Niggas about to get blown with the Mac. Riding around the block with a Glock. Yo ass finna get shot. That's the silencer. That's the grenade launcher. I'm finna kill you. I'm finna drill you. And now you bleeding. They play it.
So I don't know who's already seen that. Because I'm seeing it pop up all over the place now. But that was the original one. That shit was fucking funny. That was so good. It reminds me of that movie White Chicks. But yeah, because they start singing that song and then they switch it over to T-Pain. No, not T-Pain. Fucking what? Okay. I don't remember what song it was actually. I'm sure DJ Scandalous knows if he's still here. Well, but imagine this. Somebody comes and says, like, dude, I have a Ferrari. And you're like, oh, yeah? Pete, come here. And a pterodactyl lifts the Ferrari and drops it on a building. I like how I'm hanging out with Pete. I'm like, hey, Pete, this guy's got a Ferrari. Check it. Do you believe in Ferraris? I don't see a Ferrari. Sorry, it changes hoggart to yogurt for some reason. Oh, okay. Teach a dactyl to blow fire like a dragon. Don't worry, me and the rest of the chat are trying to distract you from talking about dinosaurs. It's the game distract you from your topic. Of course it's Compton. Nuke incoming. Oh, no, I don't think so. That was short. Right? Tell me how to get that. Walking my way on. Walking my. Oh, you want the link for that one? Let me look. Let me grab that for you. Let me grab that. All right, there we go. Here, I'm going to link it in the chat. You can download it yourself and do what you want with it. Making my way through the hood. There you go. Mutton is not a type of sheep. It's meat from older sheep. And in my opinion, it's disgusting. Oh, really? Mutton is meat from older sheep? Any sheep meat tastes awful to me, by the way. This comment is from me on Dwayne's phone. Okay. Hey, Rita. Any sheep meat is awful? Really? You don't like sheep meat at all? Not even the good ones? Yeah, no problem. Zanzoltan. I like sheep. There's some good sheep out there. I didn't know mutton was like old sheep meat. Like this bitch is old and about to die. Like that's Let's chop her up and make some meat out of it. But excuse me. But yeah, so you know what I think? You know what else? I think turtles could probably go back as far as dinosaurs and stuff. Like this guy. I swear I had another turtle clip. That was good enough, though. Oh, no, I decided against saving that one. So, let me get out of my DMs in case I share this without thinking. So, all the links to what lurks beneath's video and the Cryptid Huntress's video are down in the description if y'all want to check them out and see what else you get from that for yourself. But yeah, I would recommend the Cryptid Huntress. She's really cool. She's a really cool chick, and she goes out and actually hunts down, these reports of paranormal activity and investigates them and stuff. Her and her team go out and do that together. So that's pretty dope. Oh yeah, I don't think I finished the story about the portals. So the portals, when those dudes went through the portals, like they came back through the portal and the portal closed, but they both developed conditions that eventually killed them, that eventually took their lives. So one guy got after that he had a heart problem, and then the other one, I don't remember what it was. I think it was some kind of cancer or something, but they both died like within a few years, I think it was. So yeah, man, that's a bummer. If you see a portal, don't go in it. Don't go in the portal. So I would send a remote control car. 100-year-old mutton. 100-year-old. What? How long do sheep live? How long do sheep live? 10 to 12 years. Shut the fuck up, 100-year-old mutton. Lamb is okay. My family raised sheep. Oh, cool. I like turtles. Mutton, it's like over 2 years old. Hoggart is 1 year old. Lamb is under 1. Mutton is over 2 years old. They're not even old. They're not even old. They're just adult sheep. Because they live 10 to 12 years, it said. So I was thinking like a 10, 12-year-old sheep that's all fucked up looking. And you're like, bro, you don't even make good fucking wool anymore. That's what I was imagining. I said mutton. My family eats shawarma. Good stuff. Well, of course, the Tesseract is too powerful for humans to use. Well, what do you know about the Tesseract, Jack? Tell us more, man. What do you mean it's too powerful for humans to use? Like, what if we could? What if we just need to, maybe it could be for like, so why was a random Tesseract open in the middle of a field though, in the middle of the forest or wherever the fuck they were at? Like Tesseracts just open up like randomly. Like why would that happen? Unless something traveled through it. But if something traveled through it, they didn't see that. They didn't see anything going in and out. It was just there and then it was gone. So like, wouldn't they? I would imagine maybe they're trying to capture humans, get people to walk through the Tesseract. But why is the Tesseract too powerful for humans to use? In that movie, A Wrinkle in Time, they used it fine. How about Warp Drive? What about Warp Drive? Warp Drive should be fine. That shouldn't affect us. Like in a bad way. Rita makes the best turtle chowder. You hear that, Phil? I've never had that actually. I'd be willing to try it. Thanks everyone for the kind words. I'm laying in one of the 2 beds, and I am ecstatic because my pup is in my bed. That is awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, you getting the puppy snuggles. He's all licking on you and shit. Let me see if I can find. I was trying to where is it? Pictures, photos. Oh, it's the wrong email. I was trying to exercise yesterday. And no, it's not here. I have to like upload it manually. Huh. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right, so let's see if I can do some push-ups. All right. All right, so check this out. All right, so let's see if I can do some push-ups here. Let's see how this goes. Sorry about that. I don't think it's working. All right, so let's. Stop. Oh my God. Pressing all the wrong buttons. Like flowers open up. What are you talking about, flowers? Well, let me take note of this real quick. In the wise words of Alex Jones, listen, I'm kind of retarded. My cancer could be a coincidence, but the heart murmur sounds like something that might be caused by being transported, and turtles do make good chowder. The heart murmur caused by something being transported. Yeah, they were definitely transported somewhere. I mean, rabbit, deer, and goat. Yeah, they were definitely transported somewhere. But like the heart murmur, I don't think it was a murmur. He had some. I think it was a little more drastic than that. But then the other ones, I don't know what. Like, I don't remember what happened to the other guy. But it was pretty bum luck. Sad story for them. Yeah, puppies, dude. Yeah, puppies are awesome. I love puppies. Okay, sheep talk. I have to get on my own phone. Sheep don't get as old as you think when they are taken to slaughter. Oh, I see. That makes sense. My family raised sheep for many, many years. Oh, okay. So they don't let them get that old. That makes sense because of the turnaround. Transporter 3. I don't watch Transporter 3. I think I didn't salute you. Pretty sure. I think everyone said hi to Courtney a little when she came in earlier. But yeah, do any of you live in the areas that we were looking over here with the let me see if I can pull up the picture of the states. There it is. Does anyone live in any of these areas with a lot of sightings? Or do you go out into the wilderness, canyon areas and stuff looking for, hey, awesome one, how's it going? Looking for pterodactyls? Anyone think you're going to go try to find some pterodactyls? Or that you could? Where are these portals? It was like a randomly open portal in the middle of like a forest or something that they found. It was so that the video where she talked about that story was on Christina's channel. That was on Christina's channel. So let me see. Pull this down. Cristina Gomez. And it's spelled Christine. There's no CH. There's no ch. It's not Tristina. It's Cristina. So this was the stream with Jessica Jones. You're talking about why are people going missing in the forests? Are bizarre portals to blame? In this episode, researcher Jessica Jones shares her stories and insights. So in this video, she talks about it. Part 1 with guest Jessica Jones. Commercial break. Part 2. Part 3. Oh, that's it. She doesn't like line up the topics. That's not. That's lame. All right. Well, anyways, in here somewhere, she tells that story. And that's what she says, that possibly that's why people go missing in forests, because these tesseracts open up and people they're just walking, they don't realize they just appeared, they just got transported somewhere, and you can't see it with your eyes, you can only see it with the infrared. So if you get transported somewhere and you can only see it with infrared, then good luck getting back. Good luck finding that random spot where you walked through. You're like, especially if you're in grass, you can't necessarily track your way back. And what if you walk around and you go, where the fuck am I? And you start exploring a little bit, and then you come back. You do remember where the portal was, but it's closed now. So why are random portals opening and closing in the forest? There are definitely no pterodactyl sightings in LA. Yo, but you know what? There's been Sasquatch sightings in LA. This one, what was I watching? Was it The Facts by How to Hunt? In one of these channels, they were reading a story about how this girl was going to meet her boyfriend, and like she heard like in her head to like look in an alley, and she looked up an alley, and there's a fucking Sasquatch there in the alley in the shadows, like chilling or looking for like food or something. So they're very close to society. Like, we're not necessarily out in the boonies, out in the sticks, out near the forest. Like, they could be right up in our neighborhoods and stuff. But yeah, definitely no pterodactyl sightings in LA. That makes sense. I could see that. Can I take a portal to Hawaii? That'd be nice. If there were, half the people would be running like it's Godzilla. The other half would film it like an idiot trying to be famous. Bigfoots use portals. That would make sense. I think Bigfoot can portal themselves, not necessarily create a portal and jump through it. I think they can slip in between the folds of nature and stuff. I think that's what it is. I don't think they necessarily make portals, but they do portal. Dude, if you're talking about portals, have you ever read The Jaunt from Stephen King? It's a great story. No, I have not. Zoltan. I only just got in between and doing house stuff. I was stealing Dwayne's phone as I heard about sheep stuff. But hail to you too. I take a portal to morning when I fall asleep. Yeah, I can understand. It's the same as I heard somebody talk about Argentina. One of the oldest portal stories is the man who walked around the horses. That's crazy. I don't know, but what do you mean walked around the horses? One of the oldest portal stories, the man who walked around the horses. What is that? Can you elaborate on that a little bit? I think I'm kind of done with dinosaurs. I don't really have like too much more, but I wanted to discuss like that fucking dinosaurs are real, and see what you guys thought about that, because that's badass, man. I would love it if it became common knowledge that dinosaurs, there's still some dinosaurs roaming around, swimming around. But yeah, I'm just closing stuff down here. Closing stuff I don't need. Jessica Jones. Here, I'll link to I'll put a link here to Christina's video with the Cryptid Huntress. Cristina Gomez, Cryptid Huntress. Okay, there we go. All right, but I think I'm gonna call it. It's been 2.5 hours. That's not bad. Dinosaurs. Just remember, life finds a way. Chickens are kind of like dinosaurs, only a lot smaller. Hello, Carol's Cookies. We'll have to Google it. Year 17XX. Coach and horses in courtyard. Man walked around them and vanished. Plenty of witnesses. That's nuts. That's crazy. In the 1700s. Where's One Man Show tonight? He's here. Oh, wait. Is he here? He's not talking much. But he was here. True, Rita. They are their descendants. Yeah. Fine. Go. Leave. Bye. We will have some dinosaurs. Have you not heard of Bonnie? No, I haven't. What do you mean, Bonnie? Bonnie. Dinosaur. Oh, you mean Barney? Hello, Carol's Cookies. I'm playing Elden Rings. Are you jealous? All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Yeah, do a little editing and stuff. This video needs to process. So, but I'll close this shit up. So yeah. All right. I will catch you all later. It's been fun. Have a great weekend.
Never give up, never surrender.
Also that. Excuse me. But yeah, it's time to call it a night. Good night, everybody. Much love. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you Monday to talk about the female orgasm. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. People fall asleep. Ah, fuck. I just kicked shit again. Oh, my God. Ah, that fucking hurt. All right. I'm getting out of here before I kick my fucking toe again. Sick of this shit. Got on late. Love you. Mwah. Much love, Rita. Take care of yourselves. And Tuesday, your daughter's coming through. Good thing I'm talking about the female organism on Monday, so it's not awkward. That 3 sub toes. Yeah, right? That was the third fucking one. Oh my God. Anyway, good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Hugs and kisses. And I'll look up that guy disappearing in the 1700s thing. That sounds interesting. It's time for the outro. Have a good one, everybody. Good night. That's the wrong fucking one.
Second star to the right. And straight on till morning.
Set a course. For home.
I'm reading an ion storm on that trajectory, sir. Should I go around it?
We can't be afraid of the wind, Ensign. Take us to Warp 4.
It is the unknown that defines our existence. We are constantly searching, not just for answers to our questions, but for new questions. We are explorers. We explore our lives, day by day. And we explore the galaxy, trying to expand the boundaries of our knowledge. And that is why I am here. Not to conquer you with weapons or with ideas, but to coexist and learn.
Let's see what's out there. Engage.